Dear friends, listen to your personal horoscope and find out the prediction brought to you by the fortune teller and astrologer Sibla. Subscribe to our channel and don't miss a single video from the world of horoscopes, tarot, and divination. For free October 2020 horoscope, visit the link in the video description, or visit the website www.horoscope-divination.com. In October 2020, there will be several planetary transits that will affect our presence and guide our future. October 2020 begins with the Sun in the sign of Libra. While the Sun is in this sign, three key words come to the fore: beauty, peace and justice. On September 22, 2020, the autumn equinox occurs, as does the entry of the Sun into the sign of the Libra. So the day has come when the length of days and nights is the same, and this perfect balance is also closely linked to the zodiac sign of Libra. Libra is associated with the 7th astrological house, which is the house of partnership. This astrological house is also connected by a tarot card chariot. Under the influence of the tarot card, the success, action, and focus on the things we want to achieve in life are also intensifying. When life is in balance under the influence of the Sun in the sign of Libra, success and focus on it are also at the forefront. It is therefore certain that October, especially in its first part, will be very successful for several signs of the zodiac. The tarot card chariot represents a fighter heading for victory. The sign of Libra is a fighting sign that is determined and focused on its path to success. However, peace of harmony is at the forefront of their lives, so when the Sun is in the sign of Libra, it is the perfect combination of how to succeed and not hurt the people around you. Everything in our lives will be perfectly connected in order to achieve not only the things we long for in life but above all to connect these things with inner peace and harmony within us. For the first 22 days of October 2020, while the Sun is in the sign of Libra, it will be important to reconcile your thoughts with your actions. We will not only be able to see our own essence, but we will also look at different situations from the opposite side. We will be able to connect the bridges that have broken under us in the past. 7th astrological house, the house of partnership, which is associated with the sign of Libra, also opens up spiritual thinking and the need for love and life partnerships. Those who are still looking for true love in their lives will feel more sadness during this period, but you should balance it with sports activity or meditation. Zodiac signs that are in a long-term relationship should work to strengthen relationships, strengthen understanding, and should also focus on the most important values in life. In October, love will play an important role in the lives of both single and taken signs of the zodiac. At the forefront is also friendship, which is now very important, especially for those who need to cope with a complication from the past. Friends will support you and you can count on them anytime. While the Sun is in the sign of Libra, it is also in the house of partnership. It is located in the house of astrology, which points mainly to the search for a deeper meaning in our lives and also in our personal relationships. Let's stop looking at the things that divide us. Let's forget what sets us apart from others. We should focus mainly on what we have in common with others, and we should try to find common ground in every life complication. Everyone wants to be loved, and everyone in life is looking for a deeper meaning in their way of life. Let's focus not only on our direction, but we should also help others who need our attention. Let's look at things not only with our own point of view but also try to understand how others view things. It is this attitude that will open the gates of understanding that are extremely important in life. Understanding, love and harmony will be very noticeable during the month of October. You must try to open your heart and help others. When the Sun is in the sign of Libra comes the best time to appreciate beauty, especially inner beauty. It is an extremely good time to expand your own home because the sun in the sign of Libra opens a detailed feeling and helps us to create beauty and harmony around us. As Libra is a symbol of peace, our lives should move in this direction during October. If your personal opinions are too at odds with the others, you better keep your opinions to yourself while the sun is in the sign of Libra. Don't create conflicts and try to be friendly to other people. Sometimes only a small dose of understanding and kindness can soften even the coldest heart. Close friends will play an important role in your life during the month of October, so don't forget about them. Be a good friend too. Adhere to the values of truth, justice and equality. October 1st, 2020. Full moon in the sign of Aries. The very first day of October 2020 begins with an important lunar transit, the full moon in the sign of Aries. The moon in the sign of Aries brings innate impatience to our lives. Since Aries is an astrological sign, which is known for living in the present moment, the other signs of the zodiac also have a slightly more impulsive perception of their surroundings. During the lunar transit, with the full moon in the sign of Aries, we will solve the problems more effectively than before. That is why this period is extremely suitable for the completion of work duties, when we must pay increased attention to our work. During this period, however, the moon also affects our health. Under no circumstances are surgeries recommended and you should postpone them until another day. The signs that are more prone to headaches or cope with a toothache should pay extra attention. This period is also particularly suitable for preventive examinations by a doctor, and especially by a dentist. Pay increased attention to your health, especially during the 1st of October 2020, when the moon can also bother your energy. You may also have trouble sleeping. Your sleep will be interrupted because the huge energy of the full moon will affect your nervousness and restlessness. Therefore, try to relax more during this evening, and in the evening do mainly things that will help you relax. The moon in the sign of Aries takes on a kind of fiery form when the energies of Aries are associated with a mighty moon. The inner passion and fire that smolders inside us come to the fore. Therefore, beware of problems in the emotional direction, and do not cause unnecessary quarrels. Treat the feelings of others gently, whether it is the feelings of your partner, friends or family. Prefer gentle treatment and rest in the evening. The moon in the sign of Aries opens up the need for people to finish things quickly, right here and right now. We will focus more on achieving our desires and needs immediately, and not wasting time on unnecessary communication or planning ahead. However, do not let yourself be drawn into impulsive action, as this behavior could cause you problems. On this day, you will want to face the problem immediately, but the horoscope recommends you to try to be more patient. Realize that sometimes what you really want is not what you really need in life. Think about your needs, and try to satisfy not only your own needs but also the needs of others. October 2nd, 2020. The planet Venus enters the sign of Virgo, while the Sun is in the sign of Libra. The Earth sign Virgo is associated with the 6th astrological house, which represents the house of health and work. This astrological house is not only associated with the arrangement in life, but also characterizes working relationships and the burden of life, or the duties we must fulfill in life. Virgo is a sign ruled by the planet Mercury. When the Earth sign of Virgo merges with the planet Venus, the time comes when love in our lives is expressed mainly practically. Virgo stands firmly on the ground during this astrological transit, when other signs of the zodiac, whether watery, fiery, or airy, feel the need to connect with their life partner. During the transit of Venus in the sign of Virgo, love must have a certain meaning. We are not interested in shallow and superficial relationships that have no future. October 2nd, 2020 is a very good time to start a relationship for singles, when singles are mainly looking for a better meaning and a strong connection with their future partner. This transit will operate as a zodiac sign from Friday throughout the weekend, so October 2nd and the following weekend is a very suitable time for social events and events where you could meet someone very interesting. For the singles comes the possibility of romantic experiences that will make sense in the future. In all the signs of the zodiac, however, Venus in the sign of Virgo evokes a romantic essence and helps us determine the direction of what kind of entertainment we will be interested in. Virgo is also a sign of the zodiac, which often does great sacrifices in life for others. This attitude of the sign of Virgo in life will also reflect the transit of Venus, when we will have a strong need and desire to help and understand others. However, let us also pay attention to the shadowy side of this transit, because during the transit of Venus in the sign of Virgo, we can be very critical of the behavior of others. Realize the important values of life, and stop judging the lives of others. As Virgo enters the house of work, during the 2nd of October you may have more unexpected responsibilities that you will have to handle. The state of health during the transit of the planet Venus in the sign of Virgo seems to be balanced, and although there is a slight tendency to diseases, you can easily overcome them. October 9th, 2020. Planet Mars is in quadrature with planet Pluto. Planet Mars, the ruling planet of the sign of Aries and the sign of Scorpio, represents a warrior who proudly walks the path of success. It represents an individual who is ready to face even the most difficult trials of life, who is determined and fearless. When the planet Mars is in quadrature with the planet Pluto, it's time to get to the things we feared in the past. Our fighting character, courage and determination dominate. The quadrature of the planet Mars with the planet Pluto is an extremely good time to try new things. In astrology, the planet Mars is called the planet of combat energies and the planet of diligence or initiative. The planet Pluto, in turn, is considered to be a kind of boundary between the perception of creation and the awareness of everyday life responsibilities. More sensitive individuals will feel tenser and increased pressure on their person during the quadrature of Mars and Pluto. The militancy of Mars is at the forefront and will require you to face challenges you feared in the past. You will have to set firm goals, but on the other hand, you will feel stronger than usual. However, the increased amount of energy will help you overcome obstacles more easily, so you do not have to worry about this transit. Proper perception of the quadrature of Mars with Pluto will help you achieve success faster than others. In particular, the sign of Aries and the sign of Scorpio will strongly feel the given quadrature with the planet Pluto. During the quadrature of the planet Pluto with the planet Mars, compromises are forgotten, you will rush through your own way of life, and you will not take into account the opinions and needs of others. Watch how others look at you. If you want to oppose the negative impact of this quadrature, look for the most suitable solution in life to achieve your success. But don't forget the needs and feelings of others. October 11th, 2020. Quadrature of the Sun with the planet Jupiter. The Sun is still in the sign of Libra, but there is also a quadrature with the planet Jupiter. This transit will bring great ambitions to our lives and also a desire for success. The month of October 2020 is thus proving to be a very combative and successful month for many of us. Those who are still looking for work and have experience with unsuccessful interviews will also get a large number of chances. During the quadrature of the Sun with the planet Jupiter, while the Sun is in the sign of Libra, You have the opportunity to show others what qualities are hidden in you. If you are looking for a job, a well-crafted resume will be very important, and especially your courage, which the planet Jupiter brings to you during this period. The quadrature of the Sun with the planet Jupiter also means that we will look at things more optimistically, which may flatter the opinions of others on our person. This quadrature also represents hope for a better future, which is also reflected in self-confidence and acting towards others. The October 2020 horoscope thus suggests that October 11th is the best time to prepare for the coming week, for work duties, or to successfully manage our worries and concerns. The downside of this aspect is the fact that we are drifting in directions that run counter to our long-held beliefs. Therefore, choose your direction of life wisely, and do not be tempted to things that you are not really interested in. There will be a lot of pressure on you in connection with the quadrature of the planet Jupiter and the Sun, so you can decide on things differently than before. However, stand behind your life views and values, and do not deal with things that are extremely unpleasant for you in life. The key word of the quadrature of the planet Jupiter with the Sun is mainly the hope for a better future for ourselves. October 13th, 2020. The Sun is in opposition to the mighty planet Mars. The ruling planet of the sign of Aries and the sign of Scorpio, the planet Mars, brings several important transits during the month of October 2020, which affect the lives of all signs of the zodiac. This will also happen during October 13th, 2020, when the Sun is in opposition to the planet Mars. The planet Mars brings to the fore mainly our own interests, needs and emotions. In connection with the exceptional energy of the Sun, it unlocks a very combative personality in us, but it does not pay attention to the feelings and needs of others. You will feel very lively energy, and during this period, sensitive individuals may also have difficulty sleeping and relaxing. You will feel a slight disturbance in your life, and you will have trouble organizing and directing the lives of others. Especially mothers will have a more complicated period during this time, when it will be necessary to work on communication with children. You will also need to try to ideally distribute the excess energy so that you can cover all the important responsibilities. The opposition of the Sun with the planet Mars is a demanding planetary transit, especially for women who cover housework. You will have to handle several tasks that you did not expect. There may also be an unexpected illness or an unexpected financial expense in the household that you will have to manage. Men, in opposition to the Sun and the planet Mars, feel underestimated and overlooked. They may also feel a slight frustration at work, and an inability to find a balance between work and rest. On the other hand, they can face the conflicts they have put off in the past. You will feel the energy of Mars coming from outside and touching your person, but you must be careful of the aggressive side of your nature that should remain in the background during this transit, warns the Horoscope October 2020. October 15th, 2020. Sun in quadrature with the planet Pluto. The hot Sun is still in the sign of Libra, and it also reaches a quadrature with the planet Pluto. The Sun in the sign of Libra represents the energy of balance and harmony. When the Sun in the sign of Libra also reaches the quadrature with the planet Pluto, the need for control over our lives increases, but also the need for control over the lives of others. You may need to analyze the emotions and lives of others more than ever before. The sign of Libra is generally notorious for often analyzing the lives of others and trying to promote one's own views on life. You can expect such emotions during the quadrature of the Sun with the planet Pluto. The deep-rooted psychological problems of each individual come to the fore and may be associated with negative feelings. The quadrature of the Sun with the planet Pluto is also related to the darker side of life and is related to our past life. You may feel that your fears about certain things that you fear from an early age are growing stronger and that your desires need to be fulfilled. Fears of being, of the right direction, and even of the past will be carried over our lives. However, you must realize that these negative feelings during October 15th are mainly due to the Sun in the quadrature with Pluto. If you realize this fact, you can hold your feelings firmly in your hands. You will be able to coordinate inner strength and transform negative thoughts and sadness into positive vibrations. You can relax more in the early evening because you will feel less threatened by the outside world. Proper understanding of the quadrature of the Sun with the planet Pluto can even help us restore our overall feelings of life, and literally bring us a sense of rebirth in emotions and inner needs. We can acquire an inner strength that we transform into hard work and direct our energies to success. It's up to you how you deal with negative energies during October 15th, which you can transform into positive vibrations. Let things flow at your own pace, and try to tune your energies throughout the day. October 16th, 2020. The new moon comes in the sign of Libra, while the Sun is also in this sign of the zodiac. During new moon in the sign of Libra, we should focus mainly on our health. Particular attention should be paid to individuals who suffer from skin or kidney problems. Also, those who suffer from diabetes are more sensitive to insulin and should therefore be cautious during the new moon. While the new moon comes in the sign of Libra and at the same time the Sun moves in this sign, we have a huge desire for inner harmony and balance in life. Things around us seem more beautiful than ever. Libra loves beauty, and these characteristics of the sign are transferred to the lives of other signs of the zodiac. There are also questions about the future direction in life, and we can think about whether we are making the right decisions in life. During the new moon, however, good thoughts and positive energy are at the forefront. Our aura is deeply connected to our overall personality side. That is why today we can be more interested in our surroundings than ever before. This period is especially suitable for job interviews, as well as for meeting new people. For single people, there are opportunities to meet new adepts in a relationship. For those who come, there is an opportunity to strengthen a friendship or our own long-term relationship. In any case, we should be proud of who we really are during this period, and which we have managed to achieve in life. Praise for your achievements. Be a positive motivator for others. Try to share not only your positive emotions but also negative opinions about things around you. Sharing emotions will help you free yourself from dark thoughts, release energy, and bring only positive perceptions and the right direction into your life. October 19th, 2020, planet Mars is in quadrature with planet Jupiter. During the passage of the Sun, the sign of Libra in October is dominated by the planet Mars, which influences all the signs of the zodiac with its combative and energetic nature. October 19, 2020, thus becomes a truly positive day, when you will have the opportunity to show the positive side of your personality. You will have enough energy and enthusiasm to take control of the things you want to complete in life. Set yourself the task of completing small goals and you will meet to your satisfaction. Your positive beliefs will help you move forward, because the planet Mars gives you militancy, and the planet Jupiter has a positive effect on the world around you. The Sun in the sign of Libra brings inner peace and ambition so that you do not have to be afraid of changes in life. The energy of Mars amplified by the effects of the planet Jupiter brings enormous ambitions to life. On the other hand, You have to be careful about the impulsiveness and passion that the planet Mars brings, which pushes these feelings to the forefront. Although October 19, 2020, and the quadrature of Mars with Jupiter is a positive transit, you must be careful not to neglect the feelings of others. Do not overwhelm your opinion and thoughts so that others do not associate your person with a selfish nature. Accept other people's opinions, love and attitudes, and add tremendous value to those feelings. Your talent is also at the forefront, so you should use it for a better job position. However, your ambitions will be huge, and during October 19, 2020, you may be able to get closer to your life goals. October will be an ambitious month while the Sun is in the sign of Libra. Huge life chances can be expected by those who are looking for a job, or even by those who are looking for a life partner. Your positive and relentless energy will radiate to the outside, and your qualities will be noticed by others. October 22, 2020. The Sun enters the sign of Scorpio. An hour before midnight, the Sun will move the sign of Libra to the sign of Scorpio, and from now on it will focus its energy on the water sign ruled by the planet Mars. When the Sun is in the water sign Scorpio, the principles of this transit are mainly our desires. During the Sun in the air sign of the scales, we strive for harmony and equality in our lives. When the Sun is in the sign of Scorpio, we feel a little superficial, but we also delve into the depth and intimacy of feelings. The Scorpion reveals a true perception of the world, and reminds us that equality and justice can sometimes be lacking in the world. The energy radiated by the Sun during Scorpio transit can be a little disturbing, and sometimes literally provocative. Scorpio is ruled by the 8th astrological house, which is associated with sexual behavior, but also with rebirth and the transformation of outdated or unrealistic attitudes. The sense of organization is strengthened. We are also aware of the need to cross our own borders. The tarot card of justice is also associated with the 8th astrological house, and with the sign of Scorpio. The intense and passionate energy of the Scorpio is a transformational energy that helps to forget old feelings and old wrongs, and helps to move forward. As of midnight on October 22, most zodiac signs will feel a certain inner transformation of personality. In a negative sense, there can be jealousy and also vengeance. Although we try to transform nervousness into positive emotions, we still have open unfinished relationships that amplify negative energies. Therefore, pay attention to the negative manifestations of the Sun in the sign of Scorpio, and try to be helpful to the decisions of others. Even if those decisions concern you. The mystical personality of Scorpio also multiplies instinctive behavior, which we can trust more than before. October 25, 2020. The Sun is in conjunction with the planet Mercury. At midnight on October 22, the Sun moved from the sign of Libra to the sign of Scorpio. On October 25, transit occurs, when the Sun comes into conjunction with the planet Mercury and has a positive effect on our energies. People connected to the planet Mercury believe in the power of mental energy. They are always ready to think or communicate about what they want, when they want it, or how to change the world for the better. This definition is also transferred to the transit of the Sun in conjunction with the planet Mercury. The result of this astrological transit is a strong will, a firm decision, and also enough energy for us to show intelligence on the outside. However, be careful that your words do not exceed your thoughts. Think about everything before analyzing things out loud. First of all, try to listen to others during this transit, and then you can tell your opinion and attitude. You will be too eager to express your views quickly, because these qualities are based on the strong energy of Mercury. Consider the intelligence of others, and do not try at all costs to teach those who might perceive your energy negatively. If you learn to absorb all the information in your area, then this day is extremely ideal for business meetings, negotiations, or even job interviews. Learn to listen, and don't ignore the opinions of others. While the Sun is in conjunction with the planet Mercury, communication is at the forefront, and the zealous energies of the Sun are associated with the inner energies. October 28, 2020. Two important astrological transits are taking place on this day. The planet Mercury and the planet Venus enter the sign of Libra. The Sun is in the sign of Scorpio and the sign of Libra is influenced by the entrance of the planet Mercury and the planet Venus. What do these strong transits mean for the other signs of the zodiac? The planet Mercury in the sign of Libra enhances communicativeness. We strive to be diplomats, we are friendlier, and under the influence of the planet Mercury as a sign of Libra, we are also more willing to listen to the opinions of others. We have a rational approach to things, and the time is right for us to think about how to improve our direction. Since the planet Venus also acts on a sign of Libra, we feel great willingness and composure. These facts also affect our private relationships because we become tender people and expect us to be treated fairly in our lives. During these transits we can feel a little buoyant by the air energy of Libra. We can also idealize relationships, and the future. However, a little dreaminess will help to overcome the negatives of the presence. So don't be afraid to dream more during this period. Let yourself be carried away by the waves of joy. Hope for positive future. Say goodbye quietly to your past, especially to things that do not bring you positive thoughts. Say goodbye to all the negative, and let the positive energy seep into your whole soul and into your heart. Today is an ideal day not only for a deeper connection with your loved ones, but also for communication and family reunions. You can plan activities for the weekend, in which you should mainly involve your loved ones. Try to balance your emotions. Don't bring zealous feelings, such as enormous passion or anger, to the fore. Everything in your life must be in harmony and in balance, especially during these transits of the sign of Libra, as recommended by the Horoscope October 2020. October 31st, 2020. Full moon in the sign of Taurus. The last day of October 2020 brings the full moon in the sign of Taurus. During October 2020, we can expect the full moon to happen twice. The first fulfillment takes place on October 1st, 2020 in the sign of Aries. October 31st, when the full moon forms in the sign of Taurus, brings enormous stability and satisfaction to our lives. Previous transits of Venus and Mercury, which took place on October 28, are still being felt. We feel harmonious and fully respect not only our own needs and feelings, but also the attitude of other people around us. We do not focus on material things, but we focus on deeper values of life. When the full moon forms in Taurus, the family is very important to us. We stand firmly on the ground, and we use firm will in our lives. We enjoy the warmth of our home and the background we have managed to build. The full moon in the sign of Taurus is extremely stable, and soothes all the negative emotions that we could feel, especially in the morning. However, the full moon can also lead to some unexpected situations, so we have to be careful on the roads and in the activities we do on a daily basis. In general, the full moon in the sign of Taurus is a very romantic transit, which opens the door to strong and unwavering love. We can rely on our own instincts, and it is also a day when we can be open to change. This transit confirms that the last day of October 2020 will be harmonious and the main keyword of this day will be love. Dear friends, we believe you liked Horoscope. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and become part of a community that loves horoscopes, tarot, and divination. For more horoscopes, visit our website www.horoscope-divination.com, or Facebook for free. You can find the link in the description of this video.